What's going on, guys? This is Uche Joku, Sneaker Principal, and I'm making this video to show you how I'm connecting my camera, my multi cameras, and my whole studio setup to be able to podcast, to video podcast live on. Go through the list on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and Twitter. Yes, those six spaces. And it took me a while to figure this out because I want to be able, when I'm doing my podcast, to actually be able to do a live feed into Instagram and TikTok. My setup for YouTube, for YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn is pretty much set up through Ecamm Live. So when I'm recording on Ecamm Live, which is a software that I use, for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, right here on the screen is my Ecamm Live, and this controls all my production, all my video recording, and it streams it automatically for me to those four spaces. And you can actually do more than that. At one point in time, I was doing Twitch as well, but Twitch became kind of pointless because I was like, I'm not a gamer, and maybe half a person would watch my feed on Twitch. But however, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and Facebook, those four spaces are my main places that I broadcast to. But however, the majority of my following is actually on TikTok. I have subscribers. I have over 120, about 129,000 subscribers on TikTok, and I'm trying to kind of how do I put this? Streamline my content so that I'm not trying to connect to different spaces at different times or uploading to different locations. I can just stream all at once. Then when I do my podcast and it's streamed, I can repurpose it and cut it into small pieces and send them out to different spaces for reels and for those more digestible nuggets. But the hard part was trying to figure out how to get the audio into TikTok and Instagram, because video feed wise, as long as I have a device, I can record. But the only problem is on my podcast, I now tend to have call-in guests, and then just people who are just viewing who want to call in, so I engage them in conversation. But because I'm using this mic and these headphones, you wouldn't be able to hear them, if you're not connected into the system. And the system I'm talking about here is, those of you on Instagram and TikTok, you will not be able to see this. You can only hear me talk about it. But those of you who are watching the video feed through the other main platforms, you would see this. So this is my overhead cam. And over here is Rodecaster Pro. This is the heartbeat of my whole entire system. Yes, it's not the Rodecaster Pro 2. It's the Rodecaster Pro, the first one. But the great thing about this device here, you can see the levels moving right here. That's my voice. That's my audio right there playing. And what would happen is what happens is when I'm recording my content is going through this right here. It's going through Rodecaster Pro. So when people call in, it's going through Rodecaster Pro. Then that pushes it out into my normal channels. But how do I get the same audio to go through Instagram and TikTok? Well, I'm so fortunate that the Rodecaster Pro has a connector here for the telephone. So what it is, it's a TRRS 3.5 adapter, the headphone jack. So when I plug it in with the dongle for the iPhone or the Android, I plug that in there, connect it to the phone, and it literally turns my phone into a computer that can receive and output audio through Rodecaster Pro. So the great thing about it is that now I can literally connect into Instagram through my, let's say, whether my Samsung or my iPhone, and you hear everything. If people are talking to me, I'm talking to them, you're going to hear everything. And the same thing with TikTok. The only problem is it's only one jack. That's the only problem. Because it's one jack, I had to kind of figure out, how do I make this work? Because I want to be able to do this in both spaces at the same time. So what did I do? I went on Google and I went on YouTube, and I found that all I needed was a splitter. And if I got a splitter, I should be able to connect both phones through the same jack into Rodecaster Pro and and all the audio in and out would go to both phones without a problem. So right now, I am live on TikTok over here. I am live on Instagram over here. Over my overhead cam, you can see it. This right here is my Samsung Z Flip, and has TikTok live going on right now. And this is my iPhone 10 10XS Max, I think, whatever that was. But it's iPhone 10 Max, and I have Instagram over here. The question now is the audio, because the only way I'm going to know if the audio even worked is that I have to be able to play it back after I log off. So right now, I'm sure there's audio going through it. The only thing is I don't know if any other audio would go through apart from my voice. So what I'm going to do right now is this, just as a test. I'm in YouTube right now, and I'm going to play some music. And I'm going to play, what can I play that's not going to be copyright? Copy free jazz. Because I don't want to play copyrighted music. Copy free jazz. Okay, this is a channel here that says no copy free jazz, no copy coffee house jazz. Let's see. All right, so to make sure this works, and again, see the wire here? So it's split, okay? So this one here, and it splits over here. But this one over here goes actually behind the Rodecaster Pro, and it's supposed to go to my computer that's over on the other side of me, over here. But I just brought the wire back and connected it right here into the iPhone. So right now, my voice and this music should be pumping right into TikTok, into Instagram. And I hope it's working. I'm also going to try some things here. I'm going to do a quick applause, a sound effect, and see if that goes through as well. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and play it back to make sure it's working. So for those of you who might be jumping on here saying what's going on, I'm actually testing my system here so that when I go live for my podcast, I can actually have my podcast pumping through TikTok and Instagram at the same time, as it's also going into LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So this is my setup here. So those of you who are watching this on YouTube, hopefully this was helpful for someone. Whenever I do these videos, I end up getting more questions than anything else. But this is my attempt to be able to have my content go out to 6 different places at the same time. So that's it. Thank you for indulging me in this moment of trial and error to make sure that my audio is working properly. And if you are right now on either YouTube or Facebook, YouTube or Instagram is Facebook, but YouTube or Instagram, and you can hear my audio, just give me a thumbs up or something so I can see. If I don't get a thumbs up or something, then I'm just going to have to check it on the back end when I log off. All right, that's pretty much it.